Welcome back to the formulaic approach. In this video, I'll quickly take you through the completing the squares method of quadratic equation. All right, you know that the general form of a quadratic equation is like this: ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. All right, this is the general form of a quadratic equation. Now, completing the squares method use a few rules, a few mathematical techniques or manipulations to come about a particular equation that is called the Almighty formula. So I'm going to list the steps to take to arriving at that quadratic equation, and I'll give you the equation, then use the approach, the steps, to solve a typical quadratic equation. All right. The first step in solving using this completing the squares method is one, you divide through by the coefficient of the quadratic term. Now, you have to therefore know how to describe all the terms. The guy that has x squared is called the quadratic term. The guy that has x raised to the power 1 is the linear term. The guy that has x raised to the power 0 is the constant. So that's why x is not appearing here. Constant linear quadratic term. All right. So the next step, so you have to divide through by the coefficient of this guy, which is a in this case. Then take the constant to the right hand side of the equation. So you take this constant to the right hand side, in which case after the first step, it will already have a denominator, so it will have become a fraction. So step 3 says you should take half of the linear term and square it. Then step 4 says to add the result from step 3 above, from step 3 to both sides. You'll soon see that it's a very simple approach. It's a very, very simple technique. Then from 5, factorize as applicable, factorize. Okay, so let's use it to generate the almighty formula. The almighty formula looks like this. Quadratic formula, x equal to minus b plus or minus root b squared minus 4ac over 2a. You have seen this formula before, right? Yes, sir. All right. Are you sure? All right. So we're going to look for, we're going to derive this formula now using all these steps. I will explain the manipulation that is being done here and for what reason is being done. The first thing is, this is the standard quadratic equation. So the first step is to divide through by the coefficient of the quadratic term. So that is a in this case, so divide through by a. Divide everybody by a. So a takes care of a. So we have x squared plus bx over a plus c over a is equal to 0. Keep in mind that when you divide 0 by a number, you get 0. But when you divide a number by 0, you get an undefined expression. It means there is no answer. I'll prove to you why there is no answer later, okay? But just get that. You cannot divide by 0. You can only divide 0 by a number, all right? So here, the next step says to take the constant to the right-hand side. So they take the constant here, and we have x squared plus bx over a equal to minus c over a. Make sense? Good. From here, it says to take half of the linear term and square it. So you take half of this linear, take half of the coefficient of the linear term, sorry. The coefficient, it's just the coefficient. Half of the coefficient of linear term. So half of this coefficient, what's the coefficient? B over A. take half of that. Half changes to times. So we have b over 2a. Is that one clear? That's the next thing. Just take this guy, take half of it. When we solve questions, you'll see how we apply the rule really. Then you have to what? Square it. Square it. Now, the idea here is don't express it fully yet, okay? Still leave it like this. Then you have to add the result from step 3. This is our result now. Add it to both sides of the equation. So I'll add it here. It becomes x squared plus bx over a plus b over 2a all squared is equal to minus c over a plus b over 2a all squared. Now let me show you something. If I take a plus b all squared and a minus b all squared, what are we going to get? Look at it. Square the first term. You know that technique, right? Square the first term, a squared plus 2 times a times b. Do you remember that? Do you know the technique? Okay. Plus 2ab plus square the second term, b squared. This one, square the first term, a squared, then this time minus here, 2ab, square this term, plus, right, plus b squared, because minus b squared be plus b. Alright, like this, minus b all squared will give you plus b squared. Is that clear? Did you notice that there is a similarity? Anytime you square sum, binomial sum, or binomial difference, you will get the first term squared plus or minus 2 times the first term and second term plus the second term squared. Is that clear? Okay. Meaning that anytime you have a plus or minus b all squared, you always get a squared plus or minus 2ab plus b squared. Do you now understand? So if this is the case, watch. It therefore means that let's look at how this thing looks like our answer. Let's come and place it here. In this place, it's going to be plus plus that works, right? So it's this that we'll compare it with, right? So it will be a first term squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So let's compare it if they are actually like that. First term squared, right? So in this place, our a is x, right? Here, okay, no, let's leave this one. Here, second term all squared. What is our second term therefore? B over 2a. Let's see if that's the case here. I don't know if you understand. First term is x, right? Second term will what? B over 2a. Following this, right? If that is the case, then let's see if we take 2, that's what we're looking for, 2ab. If we take 2 times first term, a, in this case what? X times second term, b in this place, but this time, b over 2a. What will it give us? This takes care of this, and we have bx over a. Do you see how they are like? Okay, so definitely it means that this guy comes from first term plus second term all squared. Do you now agree? Because if you square this is what you have. Is it now clear? If you expand rather, if you expand it, you have this. You have this. So then we'll solve this right hand side. This gives us, from here, let's first solve it here, minus c over a plus b squared over 4a squared. So we bring it down, LCM of this and this, 4a squared. A in this, we have 4a times this, minus 4ac. This in this, 1 times this, b. You agree, right? Okay, let's take it to that side now. Any? Are you following? Okay. So if that's the case, from here, you can take square root of both sides, right? Take square root of both sides. Take square root of both sides. So we take square root of this place and square root of this place. Square will cancel square root. So from here, we'll have x plus b over 2a is equal to the square root of minus, let's rearrange this as positive first before negative, right? So that was b squared minus 4ac over square root of 4a squared, right? Square root of 4, 2. Square root of this, hey, God bless you. So here we now have x plus b over 2a. Let me ask you again. Square root of 4 is actually plus or minus 2. Is that clear? So for that reason, this place, square root of this, which will actually be plus or minus the square root of this. Why? Square root of 4 is plus or minus 2. Why? Because plus 2 times plus 2 is what? Plus 4. Minus 2 times minus 2 is what? Plus 4 still. Is it clear? So that's why the square root of 4 is not, the square root of a number is always positive or negative, the answer. Is it clear? Square root. Always positive or negative, that answer. B squared minus 4ac over 2a. Square root of 4, 2 square root of a squared, 2a. Make sense? So from here, this one will go there and we'll have x equal to, let it come to the front here. If this one comes here, it becomes negative, right? Negative b over 2a plus or minus root b squared minus 4ac over 2a. LCM, 2a. So you have minus b plus or minus root b squared minus 4ac. Is this clear? So that's the equation. Now let's apply it to a real question. Is that clear? So should I wipe this place? I'll wipe it. The proof that you understand it is you can generate it yourself again. Is it clear? Just following the rules, you get it. Give me a question. 12. So let's do 12x. 12x squared plus 14x minus 10 is equal to 0. Now, good evening, sir. Yes, sir. So, we follow the step as we did here. Divide both sides by 12. Divide through, rather, by 12. This takes care of this. 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. So we have x squared plus 7x over 6 minus 5 over 6 is equal to 0. Right. What's the next step? Take the constants. Alright, tell me what we have here. X squared plus 7x plus 5 over 6. Is this one clear? Good. What's the next thing? So we are doing half times 7 over, God bless you, gives us what? 7 over 12, all and square it. Is anybody confused? Are you confused? Okay. So what's the next thing to do? To add it to both sides. So we have x squared plus 7x over 6 plus 7 over 12 all squared is equal to 5 over 6. All right. So we'll add it to both sides. So we've added it here and we'll add it here. 7 over 12 all squared. Okay. So from here, we'll follow that idea. So what do? We'll factorize, right? So it becomes what? X plus 7 over 12. It's simple. Just take this one plus this one, all squared. Once you did this, follow the step rightly. Just take the first one, x, and the last 10, then squared. Is it clear? But for a case where we have minus, you give me another question that has minus here now. All right, it is different. All right, so here we have, let's express this in full. It becomes 5 over 6 plus 7 squared, 49 over 144. Notice that it is only this side I'm solving this guy. For this side, I leave it in the way it is. Make sense? Alright. From here, I'll repeat this. X plus 7 over 12 all squared is equal to LCM of this 144. 6 in 144. That will give us 12 times 6 is what? 12 times 2 is what? 24. So 24 times 5, 120. 120 plus, yeah, 24 times 5, 120. Well, this is 49, right? Okay. You're using calculator, right? It slows down your brain. When you can do without calculator, you are sharper. Is that clear? All right. So from here, we say x plus 7 over 12 all squared is equal to this plus this 169 over 144. Take square root of both sides. Square cancel square root. X plus 7 over 12 is equal to square root of this plus or minus square root of 169 13 square root of 144 12. This one makes sense. X equal to plus or minus 13 over 12 minus, all right, this becomes x equal to plus 13 over 12 minus 7 over 12, or because it's plus or minus this, right? Or minus 13 over 12 minus 7 over 12. See, what this means is that is either you subtract this from plus 13 over 12 or you subtract it from minus 13 over 12. Is it clear? All right. So here, x becomes LCM 12, 13 minus 7, or LCM 12 minus 13 minus 7. In both cases here, x equals 6 over here 1 here 2, or here minus 20 over 4 here 3 4 here 5. So our answer equal to 0.5 or 1.667 minus 1.67. Is it clear? You can leave the answer in fractional form as well. Is it clear? So you follow the steps. I'm going to clean the step now and solve one more question. So you have to follow me as I do it. Give me one more question. 3x squared minus 26x plus 35. Alright, let's do it. So you take some assignments home. The first thing is to do what? Divide through by of the quadratic term. This guy takes care of this guy. Nothing can divide. So we have x squared minus 26x over 3 plus 35 over 3 is equal to 0. Alright, the next step is to do what? Take this guy to that side. X squared minus 26x over 3 equals minus 35 over 3. The next one, half of 26. You don't take the sign with it, just the number over 3. Here 1, here. So it becomes 13 over 3 all right. Then you add this to both sides. So we have x squared minus 26x over 3 is equal to, plus rather, 13 over 3 all squared is equal to minus 35 over 3 plus 13 over 3. So how do we factorize it? What do we have? X minus, if you expand minus, it will give you minus and plus now. Minus 13 over 3. Do you understand? Just pick this guy and this guy all square. Is it clear? You will discover that if you expand this thing, you will get this. Make sense? In as much as you follow the step from the beginning correctly. So here, let's express this well. Plus 169 over 9. So we have x minus 13 over 3 all squared is equal to minus LCM of this 9, 3. 3 by 35, 105, minus 105 plus 169. So just do 169 minus 105, that's 64. So x minus 13 over 3 all squared is equal to 64 over 9. Take square root of both sides. So yes, so from here we have x minus 13 over 3 is equal to square root of that plus or minus 8 over 3. Do you all agree? All right. So we have x will be equal to plus 8 over 3 plus 13 over 3 or
minus 8 over 3 minus 13 over
plus. This one is plusing it because, do you understand? It's only this one that is changing. Is that plus this or minus this? Make sense? All right. So from here, LCM 3. The same thing, right? 8 plus 13 or 3 minus 8 plus 13. Here, 21. X equals 21 over 3 or here 6, 5. 5 over 3. So x equals 7 or 1.667. Is it clear? Is it hard? Alright, so that'll be it for this video. Do want to subscribe to the channel and click the bell notification to get notified whenever I drop video. God bless you.